My Juice Plus journey started 6 years ago when my friend invited me to take a peek at some information on Juice Plus. I saw her post on Facebook. I thought it was fabulous. I thought, oh, she's having fun. And, but I wasn't ready to hear. I just wasn't ready to hear yet. And when she invited me, she just kept dripping on me, just lots of love. And my background is a medical exercise specialist. So I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 50 years. So I knew about nutrition, but I really didn't know the power of the plant, the micronutrients. And so I think what was the changing point in my whole life, I had suffered so much sinus problems every 3 or 4 months. I'm from traveling around with my husband in the military. He was a pilot for 28 years, so I know about different climates, different states. And what had happened was I would have sinus issues going into the doctor. I developed vertigo for a couple months, and it was not a good thing. But I thought it was healthy, like a lot of people. And so the changing point, though, was I'm a competitive runner. I was out running. I got in an accident, broke my nose, and I put it on Facebook and said, I need prayer. I'm going to be out for 2 weeks. This is not fun. And what did Kathy do? She brought me the love. She called me on the phone and she said, I think you need this, plant powders and capsules. And bottom line is I knew nothing, but I said, I trusted her. I said, okay, put me on the trios, the Juice Plus. And so I went on it, didn't think anything about it. But 2 months later, I looked at my husband and I said, I feel different. I feel well. And I always say in the training world now, fit people aren't necessarily healthy people. So share my lights out. I just share like crazy. And so that's not the end of the story. About 4 months, I realized, rolled out of bed one day and I looked at my husband and I said, I just realized I don't have my vertigo anymore. I said, it has to be those plant powders. And then the lasting part of it was suffering from the sinus. I think I found the answer. I know I found the answer because it got farther and farther and farther apart, my sinus infections. And I started sharing. And then Kathy again, my friend, she said, there's a business part to this. And I said, well, what is it? And she said, it's only $50 a year back then. Now it's 52. And I said, well, let me think about it. And I felt God just downloaded me. And he said, what is your problem? All it is plant powders, fruit and vegetables. Get with the program. So I shared, I said, okay, put me in there. I want to be an affiliate. And so I got in this whole community, love it. It was incredible, and began building my business. But guess what? The Tower Garden, it was totally amazing. Game changer for my husband and I, who's one of my affiliates at this time. Wonderful. Power pack. Now he's the gardener. I'm not a gardener. I look at something and it just like dies. But the Tower Gardens, we can do together. So it became one Tower Garden. We said, let's do a Tower Garden. This is going to be phenomenal. And I said, okay. So we got our Tower Garden going. And we were in California at the time. Fast forward, we just moved 4 months ago to Northwest Arkansas, here in Bentonville, Rogers area. And I did not have my greens for like 3 months. I was missing them because they are just delicious. And once you've tasted that, you just cannot get away from it. So after one, we bought another one. After that, we bought another one. There's romaine. I have a bunch of greens right here. There's romaine, there's kale, there is Swiss chard. We have basil, oregano. Now on the one that you're looking at, that's super full, we have tomatoes and we have bell peppers. Like we must have 15 bell peppers coming off this Tower Garden. We have basil, The marigolds keep the bugs away. They're fantastic. And what has happened in our life? We just went crazy with Tower Gardens. We just moved to this great neighborhood, 35 homes. We just had a barbecue with them, and we snuck a Tower Garden out in our driveway. Didn't say a thing, just used it for conversation. Guess what? They were so intrigued. I'm really interested. So what we did, we designed an event, and we are going to have an open house for Tower Gardens, but it is fantastic. It's been sustainable. And if you're thinking about it, quit thinking about it. It's 12-month interest free, and it's so affordable. So thank you so much for letting me share. It's been fantastic being a part of this community, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds.